When your teacher said mole, you probably pictured this fuzzy little digger. Cute? Yes. Chemistry? No. In chemistry, a mole means something way bigger than a rodent. It's actually the key to measuring the invisible world of atoms. Yeah, that number. Let me show you what it actually means and why the mole is secretly one of the most powerful tools in all of science. We already grouped things with words. A dozen equals 12 eggs. A pair equals 2 shoes. But what if you need to count atoms? Millions of them in just a speck of dust. You can't count atoms one by one. They're too small and too many. That's why chemists invented the mole. A mole is just a name for a very specific number. 6.022 times 10 to the power 23. That's 600 to 6,200 quadrillion. Yes, that is a real number, not a password. But why that number? Because it's how many particles, like atoms or molecules, you find in 1 mole of a substance. The spoon of sugar, it contains over 10 moles of molecules. That's more molecules than stars in the universe. If you had a mole of paper clips, you would have enough to wrap the planet in metal. Not very useful, but very mole-ish. Let's make this more fun. Imagine a mole of pizzas. You could feed every person on Earth every day for 1 billion years. That's how huge the mole is. But why does it need to be this huge? Because atoms are incredibly small. A single drop of water holds more molecules than the number of grains of sand on Earth. Okay, here's the science. The mole lets chemists count atoms and molecules using grams. If I say you have 1 mole of water molecules, that means you have exactly 6.022 times 10 to the power 23 of them. And their combined mass is 18 grams. So, instead of dealing with microscopic particles, we can use normal lab amounts like grams and liters to calculate how much of each substance to use in a reaction. It's like a recipe. If you need 2 parts hydrogen for every 1 part oxygen, moles help you measure that precisely. Let's review. A mole is a giant number, 6.022 times 10 to the power 23. It helps us count and measure tiny particles. It connects the atomic scale to real-world grams and milliliters. And no, it's not related to this guy. So, next time someone says the mole's confusing, you can say, no, it's just chemistry's way of scaling up the tiny stuff. If this helped you finally understand the mole, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more science videos. Science doesn't have to be confusing. Thanks for watching.